Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online class Ekalaiva. See, today we are going to see class 8. The subject is science, biology. The topic name is organization of life. The topic name is organization of life. See, in this lesson we have to see different level of organizations of living organism. See, we can see many different type of organisms in the world, is it or not? In our surroundings we can see many different type of organisms. They are looking in big size, and then some organisms are very small size. In even some organism we cannot see with our naked eye also. So we can see many varieties of organisms in the world. Okay. Why they are different? Why they are different on each other? This is the reason, the cells. The cell means, if a thing is there, means it is made up of a cell. It is made up of cell. For example, we can say a building. Okay, a big building, a apartment is there. No, how they build? They build using the small bricks, cement, sand, and then water, iron, stone, like that materials made up of a big building. No, so this building, about the basic thing of this building is a small brick. No, as well as the organism also made up of a simple thing, it is called a cell. Okay, a simple thing, it is called a cell. So all the organisms are, how they differ means the basis of the cell. So the cell is same size in all organism, but the number of cell is vary each among the organism. Clear? So organization of life means each and every organisms are made up of cell. The size of the organisms differ based on the cell size, cell numbers. Okay, if your organism made up of only one cell means that is called the unicellular organism. But we can see a bacteria, virus, fungi, like this microorganism in the last session. No, so microorganism means they are very tiny, we cannot see with our naked eye, is it or not? That's why it is a microorganism, is it? And then how they are micro means they are made up of only the single cell, isn't it? But as well as we can see the huge animals like a elephant, blue whale, like this many animals we can see. No, how they are differ means the different is only the number of cells only, not as the size of the cell. So basis the number of cells, organisms differ each other. Okay, see, we can look our around surroundings, we will be able to numerous varieties of animals. We can see the number of varieties of animals in our surrounding. No, see, we can, but even that some animals we cannot see with our naked eye. For example, we can say the amoeba. We can say amoeba. Amoeba means it is looking like a unshaped. Okay, this is the amoeba. Okay, it has the irregular shape. This amoeba is made up of only single cell. Even it cannot see with our naked eye. Even we can say the virus, bacteria, like that also. For example, this like microorganisms. Okay, then but compare then this microorganism, we can see very huge animals. For example, this elephant and then blue whale, like these animals are very huge. No, so animals are differ each other. How they differ means the varieties of animals are not only seen in size. Okay, they are not seen in the same size, they are differ. Why means the complexity of the cell, tissue, and then structure. These only differ the organism from among each other. Clear? See, the variations in animals are not in the size. Animals are, the variation of animals, the not based on the cell size. How they base means the complexity of the cells. Complexity of the cells means if a amoeba is made up of only one cell means if a mouse, rat, they are made up of a thousands numbers of cells. Okay, but the elephant is compared then among the animals, they are very big in size. Okay, so these elephants are made up of billions and millions of cells. So, number of cells only differ from each organism. Clear? And then classification of organization, classification of organism. See, classification of organism based on the structure, organizations are classified into two. Okay, based on the structure based organizations are classified into two. What does that means? One is the prokaryote, another one is the eukaryote. Prokaryote means the true nucleus is absent. Prokaryote means, karyo means the nucleus. Karyo means nucleus. Okay. Pro means it is the basis. Okay. So prokaryotes means the true nucleus is absent. What is the nucleus? See, if it is the cell. Okay. This cell having the center, the hereditary material, it is called the DNA. The DNA hereditary materials will be there. Okay, and then it is called the cell wall. It is the cell wall. Okay, in the cell wall it has the some things will be there. It is called the cytoplasm. Okay, and then inside we can see here, no, actually this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. In this prokaryotic cell didn't have like this nucleus. Okay, they didn't have like this nucleus. So like this organisms are called prokaryotes. They are called prokaryotes. Prokaryotes means the nucleus, it is absent or it has the undeveloped nucleus or nucleus wall. Okay, so they are prokaryotes. We can give many examples for this prokaryotes. What are they means? Bacteria, cyanobacteria, mycoplasma, like this we can give these organisms are example for the prokaryotes. Already we saw about the bacteria. The bacteria is a single cell organism, but it is a prokaryote because it has the undeveloped cell wall, undeveloped nucleus. Okay, that's why they are called the prokaryotes. And then second one is the eukaryotes. Eu means it has the developed or true cell wall. It has the developed or true cell wall. Okay, they have cells with a well defined nucleus covered by the membrane. So already I told, if the cell, inside the cell it has the hereditary material DNA or RNA, it is closed, it is covered with a nucleus. Okay, if it is as the organism has the developed nucleus cell wall means that organism is called eukaryotic organism. Eu means it is true, karyotic means nucleus. True nucleus cell wall is there means it is called eukaryotic organism. Suppose it has not the developed nucleus, this nucleus is absent or undeveloped mean that is called the prokaryotic organism. Okay, so based on the structure, organisms are classified into prokaryote and eukaryote. Then next we have to see the classification of organism based on the cell numbers of cells. Okay, in this we have to see the number of cells organizations are classified. Okay, how the base of the numbers the organism classified into two. One is the unicellular, another one is the multicellular. One is the unicellular, another one is the multicellular. Okay, unicellular organism means, uni means single. Okay, only one. Okay, cellular means cell structure. So a organism, it is made up of only single cell means that organisms are called unicellular organism. Clear? See, I told a building is made up of the basic thing is called the brick, no, as well as all the organism made up of the single cell, it is called the cell. Single thing, it is the cell. See, if a house is made up of only one single brick means that type of the organisms are called unicellular. Just imagine, yeah, building means it need the thousands and lakhs of the bricks it need. No, many bricks joined together make a building. This building have the many rooms, bedroom, bathroom, and then kitchen, like that many rooms will be there. Oh, so each and everything is made up of the brick. As well as our body also made up of the cell. Suppose all the activities happen only with the cell, single cell means that type of organisms are called unicellular organism. Clear? See, the whole body of the organism made up of only one cell. This only single cell doing all the work. It is taking the respiration process is happening in the single cell, and then digestion process is happening, excretion process is happening in the single cell. So all the biological activities happening with the single cell means like that organisms are called unicellular organism. Clear? For example, we can give yeast and then amoeba. I told already, amoeba is a irregular shape of the single cell organism. In the inside of the organism, it has some small vacuoles will be there. These vacuoles help to absorb the food items from the water. After the digestion, it excrete that through these vacuoles. Okay, so all the activities have process are happening with the same single cell. Clear? And then second one is the multicellular organism. Multi means, we know that multi means many. Multi means many. So many cells join together make a organism means that organisms are called the multicellular organism. Clear? I told no, if a single brick is a house means that is unicellular. Many bricks joined together make a big building means that is multicellular. Clear? So many cells joined together make a organism that is multicellular. Okay. So for example, we can say plants, animals, human beings, these are all made up of a large number of cells. Okay, they made up of large number of cells, many thousands or lakhs of the cells joined together make these animals. Okay, animals and plants. So these are all example for multicellular. And then in this lesson we have to read about this multicellular and then unicellular organism. Next one, biological organization. What is biological organization? See here. See, biological organization, it starts with the submicrobial. It is starts with a microscopic molecular level and then passes through the microscopic cellular level. Clear? It starts with the submicrobial molecular levels and then passes through microscopic cellular level. Then finally it ends in the ecosystem and biosphere. It started with the submicroscopic level and then it passes through microscopic cellular level. Then finally it ends with the ecosystem. Ecosystem means we know that this plant is the producer is taken by the consumers. The consumers is for primary, secondary, tertiary consumers. After that finally decomposes. This is the ecosystem, no. So this ecosystem starts from the biological organization. Clear? Then this biological organization shows the hereditary organization level from simple to more complex. Simple to more complex. Simple means a simple cell. This cell is made up of the tissue. Many tissues joined together make a organ. Okay, this organs making a organism. Clear? So the simple to more complex. The organism is made up of simple to more complex. Then this organization reveals that atoms, the lowest unit submicroscopic level, while they are the smallest unit of the microscopic level. Clear? So it starts with the submicroscopic level and end with the ecosystem and biosphere. And then living organisms are made up of cells. Living organisms are made up of cells. See, if you are seeing in the chemistry means we can say if your molecules, it is called the atom. Atom means it is for example we can say the water. Water is made up of the hydrogen and then oxygen. This both joined together give the chemical reaction. It makes a H2O water. Is it or not? So this hydrogen atom and oxygen atom both are combined together make a H2O water molecules. No. So these atoms, these two atoms join together make a this H2O molecules. Is it or not? H2O molecules. So as well as many simple cells join together make a complex organism. Clear? See, we can say atoms are molecule while the undergo chemical reactions takes place. Chemical reactions takes place. And then organelles of the cell, a group of cell which are similar and then mean by specific function constitute a tissue. See clear? What is that? A simple basic thing is called the cell. Okay, the cell is, there are many cells. Okay, the basic thing is called the cell. This cell, many, a group of similar, the same functional cells, similar as well as the same functional cells joined together make this tissue. Cells are joined together make a tissue. Okay, cells we can give the many example. If your nervous system means it is made up of the nerve cell, it is called neuron. If your blood means the blood is made up of the blood cells, RBC, WBC, platelets, like that blood cells. Is it or not? Muscles means muscle things. So the basic structural and basic functional unit is called the cell. A group of similar cells joined together make a tissue. Joined together make a tissue. This is the tissue. Squamous tissue, like this adipose tissue, this is, we can say many tissues. No, this all the tissues joined together, they combine and work together a particular function. This it is called a organ. It is called organs. Okay. For example, the muscle tissues join together making a muscles. If your heart is there, no, it is a muscular thing. No, so it is a one of the organ. Kidney is the one of the organ. Your intestine is one of the organ. So these intestines are made up of the cell tissues after that organ. These organs join together make a organ system. If your digestion path is there means it is one of the organ system. Okay. This digestion system having mouth, this mouth having that three glands, saliva glands is there. Then it has the esophagus food pipe. It has the food pipe. After that it enters in the stomach. Through slowly it gives the liver is there, and then it will enter into the small intestine. After that enter into the large intestine. Finally it ends with the anus. Is it or not? So this from the mouth to anus, it is called the organ system. This organ system is made up of many organs. For example, salivary gland, and then esophagus pipe, liver, and then what is that, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. So many organs joined together make a organ system. Like this, many organ system is there in our body. No, circulatory system, nervous system, excretory system. So this organ system making one organism. Organism means it is an animal, human being, or a plant, like that. Okay. Thank you, children. To receive our online lesson, please press the subscribe button and will receive our latest updates. Thank you.